I'm excited to show you one of the 8 most advanced foot positions in sports training that I've used and seen. This method is part of the spring ankle torque concept that Chris Korfist developed, a sprint coach out of Chicago who's dealt with world-class sprinters all the way down to junior high athletes. And on any given summer day, you can see NFL players training with Chris in regards to getting faster for their game. Now, the positions you're going to see here in this video is only position one, and I'm going to try to educate you on where these apply into sports, and all these positions are highly effective. Acceleration and push off is mainly part of position one, and you'll see the position here in a second. It develops force and force absorption and has to do with landing. So not only the push off, but is also tied to when the foot strikes the ground when you're trying to propel yourself forward. And it's involved in many, many positions. Don't think that one of these is the only one it's involved with. So with this video here,
So what happens is your toe strikes the ground, your heel's going to be down, and then this heel is going to try to torque into this bar to propel yourself and produce power to help you accelerate down the field or the track.
now I'm going to show you a little bit clearer video of how this is done in the next. So you can see the athlete puts their foot in and then is prying the heel out while this device is angled. So let me get to the picture. You can see a picture of this is the big toes here in the low position because this plate is angled. The heel is in a low position, and the heel driving out against the post is creating the torque through the foot that when the foot runs, lands, or absorbs or applies force in multiple directions, it is done through a torque. Whatever those forces are, they torque through the body so that the body better absorbs the forces all the way up to the hips and lower back. So the key here is that we're training this position different from the original spring ankles because this is how the body manages torque. Now, the spring ankle torque position one is again key to accelerating because, and many other things, this position, but yet it's key for acceleration because the hips and the knee, they apply a lot of force into the ground. If the foot can absorb it, the brain down regulates how much force the knee and the hip. So as strength coaches or coaches, we make our athletes better in the hip and the knee, but if we forget their foot and very specific aspects of it, they will not optimally get to the highest level of power and force because they have weak feet. The same thing happens in this position, whether you're pushing off here or the foot has cycled through and is landing right here and you're applying force. It is all part of spring ankle position one. Same thing even in boots and skating, this position is effective in sports. Now, the spring ankle torque position one has to deal again. I've covered all this in running. In jumping, it's really about the deep position as you're going to start your jump process and at the very bottom of the deep squat. And again, the factors in this characteristics are big toe, low heel, drive out with a low heel.